Hi, it's Janet Wakeland with remarkablycreated.com. In today's One Take Wonder video, we are going to review how to ink your ink spots and your Stampin' Up! Ink pads. On my blog recently, somebody asked whether or not the ink spots that come with Paper Pumpkin can be re-inked with the re-inkers that Stampin' Up! Carries. And yes, you most definitely can re-ink these. So let me show you how. Let's start first with, let me see if I've got one that's open here. Well, it doesn't matter. Let's just open one. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I've got my Island Indigo ink spot. And of course you want the coordinating ink. This is the coordinating ink refill. And you just want to put a few dots here. There we go. And you're just going to slowly let it soak in. And I like to go up around the edges just to make sure. And you can just kind of watch it being soaked in. I just go a little bit at a time, just gently squeezing and kind of rubbing it in with the nozzle. And you can just see it being absorbed right into the pad. And you're just going to do that, and you can kind of see the saturation levels over here on the side of the ink spot. And your refills will last quite a few re-inkings. So again, that's all you're going to do is you're just going to lay the ink refills in, and it's going to be absorbed right into the pad. Now, with our larger ink pads, we're going to do it just a little bit differently. So, you're going to take your refill and, of course, your pad. You need to open up your pad, and you're going to go ahead and put your ink refill on. And everybody's going to do it slightly differently, but this is how I do it, and it's what works for me, and it does get the ink in. And then you're going to want to take a bone folder or a popsicle stick or something, and it's like icing a cake. You just kind of really want to start to mush that ink down into the ink pad. Because it's made out of a different material than our ink spots, it doesn't absorb as readily, and we want to make sure we get a good coverage. And so we're just going to go ahead. And you can, if you're not sure, if it needs a little bit more ink, you can always take a stamp to it, stamp with it to see if it needs any more. I feel like I should be frosting cookies or something. You can also tell by the darkness of the pad as well. You'll see it start to get a little bit darker with the ink. You want to make sure you go out to the edges. You want to make sure not to put too much, though, because then it'll pool up here, or when you flip the lid over, it may leak. And also then when you go to stamp, especially your really fine detailed stamps, you'll get a lot of ink up into the edges. And then you can just take your bone folder and wipe it off, or you can take your popsicle sticks and just throw them away. So that's it. It's really easy, again, using the classic ink refills to refill the classic spots that come with your monthly Paper Pumpkin subscription, or you can use the classic ink refills on our larger ink pads. So take care and God bless.